Yeah, hi everybody. Paupers Plot, Central Illinois. This is Jay. Someday I'll explain why I named this Paupers Plot, but until then, kind of try to follow along with me. And it wasn't meant to be humorous or sarcastic, just, I guess, a little sarcastic. We won't get into it. This is a garden, Central Illinois. Lots of stuff's planted, ready to get going. We had some more rain and a little bit of heat. Beets come up, turnips. I'll pick a few turnips here in a day or two. Spring turnips pretty good. Couple more rows over there, row of radishes, bunch of spinach, couple rows of onions, row of tomatoes all the way down the garden there, about 5 kinds. A few cabbage, I got them in really late. I have 5 rows of potatoes, several different kinds. One row over there on the edge is kind of an experimental row. I usually grow a lot of sunflowers. I'm not growing quite as many this year. There's still some in here, they're coming up. Flowers are coming up. I put them in the last because I wanted to get the garden in. Garlic's doing pretty good. I picked a bunch of radishes. You know, it seems funny. It's wet underneath. That's where it's supposed to grow from, I think. Get all the rain you want. Don't make the plants that much healthier when it's got ground moisture and they want to reach out for that nutrient rich soil base. Got a bunch of different kinds of pumpkins, cantaloupe, squash, 2 different kinds of beans, 3 different kinds of hard corn, what I call. I hope this isn't shaking too bad. I can't seem to stop it anymore, the older I get. But I could probably take some drugs or something, calm it down a little bit, but I don't think that's the solution. I'll use alternative methods. A few turnips in there scattered in them 4 peppers. I think them's Hungarian wax. There's some more cabbage, a couple sunflowers there. I don't know if they're going to come out of it or not. The place I got them from, my friend got them, and he said that it was too early. They had them ready way too early because we was 3 to 4 weeks late. That's why the garden's like this. I can show you pictures from 2 years ago, and it was almost similar, but still had more growth. All along this edge here, there'll be African marigolds, a few sunflowers. There's a row of cucumbers in there. I'm going to use some of them there poles to stake them up a little bit, get them off the ground. And I'll put a whole bunch of hay down here in about a week or two. I want to get the weeds chopped down kind of good. Went through there and healed the potatoes. My grandbaby and I just planted some more pumpkins, wife too, and sunflowers and some cantaloupe. She loves cantaloupe, so. Here's a little thing an old guy taught me one time. He says, when you shell your corn to plant it, you'll always have a little bit left over in your hand. He said, when you get to the end of the row, just throw it in the pile. And then if you have sporadic germination throughout the row, you just come down here and dig these up gently and put them in. I don't know if that hurts them more than replanting or stunts them, to the point to where that if you replanted, it'd be more beneficial. But I do believe the timing would be better if there's already growing. But there's a row of beans there, kind of mixed in all them squash and cucumbers. I hope they come on before they start spreading out. But you can see I got weeds there. Coming right across the garden here. Another row of mixed beans. I kind of mix them up some. And there's 4 rows of potatoes there. 3 rows of them are some I saved from last year. Some purple and red and Yukon Gold, I believe. But they come up better than the ones I bought. Yep. You see the spinach there. Yep. Garlic looking pretty good. The whole garden's coming on. We need sun, but I do believe we're going to get more rain. You can see where I healed that up. They're healed up pretty good. I don't know if you see my hand, probably about 14 inches, foot. Haven't healed these along this side over here. Them's the ones I bought. They didn't want to come up very fast. I don't know why. Way it is. Onions, they're slow, but at least I got them out after frost. I won't have no problems with going to seed. At least I wouldn't think. Sometimes I do. You can see I got 4 rows of beets. I got to get in there now and thin out the weeds a little better. You know, you got to wait till they get up tall enough you can see them. Same way with my row of carrots over here. They're just now getting up. Right there where you can see where I went through and kind of pulled some of the weeds, but they got to get a little taller. Yeah, you see that row of tomatoes, another row of cabbage, row of peppers. Then I put a row of potatoes right in that furrow from the plow. And when I had got a whole bunch of horse manure and sawdust, it's 2 years old, I put it in that furrow and spread it out on the garden, half of it. And I left a bunch in there. When he tilled it up, there was kind of a void there I didn't know what to do with because I didn't think nothing would grow. So I just threw them potatoes in there. I had no idea they'd really take off. But